Jonathan Lemonbrand says that he's never really been a good coach, college or pro, honestly. And I think he's referring to Kliff Kingsbury. Yeah, because he didn't really succeed at Texas Tech. And then he was going to be the USC offensive coordinator, but I guess Keim came calling.
Yeah. I mean, when you say a good coach versus a successful coach, it's not always the same thing. Texas Tech always had good offenses. They didn't have good defenses. Yeah, he had some struggles, kind of at and in the end of the day, he was the head coach. But, in college in Texas, it's hard to compete with. You got the A&Ms, University of Texas. You got some good programs there.
Yeah.
He was always a good offensive coach. His offenses were always productive, but he wasn't a winning coach, and that's fair. But he's his play, and I'll tell you, I had an opportunity. I was really fortunate. Brett Coleman, I was able to invite him, and he agreed to be a guest on a live stream with me last season. And I asked him what his take was on Kliff Kingsbury as a coach, and his take was that Kliff, from what, and if you know Brett Coleman stuff, he watches film. He knows what he's talking about. And his take was that Kliff Kingsbury, in terms of play design, is top notch. He's really good in designing plays. Now, there's a legitimate question in terms of how is his sequencing, meaning calling the right play at the right time. So, I tend to look at these things with some more nuance. I think Kliff's a good coach. He's got some things he needs to improve on. The question is, can he improve on those things enough? But listen, he got a team to the playoffs. It's hard to do that. And a team that got better every year for the last 3 years. So to me, that's not a sign of a bad coach, but the late season stuff is a sign of a coach who's got some things he's got to fix if he wants to be a coach who can win a championship.
Yeah, and especially in the NFC West, a tough division that saw 3 teams in the division get to the playoffs. So that is an accomplishment for sure. And it takes more than play calling to be a good coach. It's about leadership and like you said, it's about sequencing, calling the right plays at the right time management, things like that. I think that's something that some Niner fans would say that Kyle Shanahan struggles with. And it's a very tough gig, but he's showing strides of progressing, and I think that's part of the reason why he got that contract extension.
Yeah.